All right. Hello, everybody, and welcome to our In the Pink team call. Super excited to have everybody back and kind of kick off January. We took a little break last week. But for those of you guys that are new to the team, or maybe this is your very first call, we do this every Tuesday night at 9 o'clock Eastern Time. We have for a couple of years. So you can always count on this time. So block it off in your calendar. Know that we're going to be here unless something crazy happens like Christmas, which happened last week. So we gave everybody a little bit of a break. Again, welcome. I'm super excited to be just seeing you guys because we've had a little bit of a crazy month. I know that I had some family stuff happen, some family issues happen that kind of took me away from being really engaged with you guys. But I'm here to tell you that it's a new month, it's a new year, and I'm ready to roll. This is a really exciting time to be in health and wellness, to be doing what we're doing, because everybody is ready for a change when the new year rolls around. Everybody wants to get healthy. Everybody wants to lose that weight. Everybody wants to improve their finances. And so what Plexus is it helps with all of those things. So we're in a position to really help a lot of people and I know that's why we love it, and that's why we do it, and that's why we're super passionate, is because really we're able to really help and change lives and change qualities of people's lives. So with that, I'm just excited. Tonight we're going to be hearing from Channing Rineer. I hope I said your last name right. If I didn't, correct me later. And she's going to introduce herself and let us know, but she is a personal trainer and has a lot of experience in exercise physiology. And so she's got a lot of really great information to share with us tonight on how to incorporate Plexus and the supplements that Plexus offers into a really great exercise routine. Couple those two things together, and you're really helping your customers and ambassadors off to a really great, healthy start. Before I get into and Channing, I'm going to give her the majority of the time tonight to present. I do want to just kind of go over a few team announcements. So if you guys have your calendars, get your calendars out, because we've got a few things to put on the calendar. Before I do that, I wanted to recognize my December rock stars. I just want to go over it was a good month, considering that a lot of us were kind of off of our routines. We had the top 5 people, the top five PVs of the month were Lisa Winecoop. Way to go, Lisa. She's in Costa Rica right now enjoying her Plexus freedom, so she's not on our call. We also had Dawn Regner, who had a really nice high PV. Beth Landfair. Amy Umplett. So I don't know if Amy's on tonight, but I'm super proud of Amy because she's pretty new. She's only been doing Plexus for a couple of months, but she's all in and really hit the ground running. And so she got in the top 5 this month. And then also Deborah Rice. So great job to you guys that really worked your business. And I know everybody was planting seeds in December. We're going to see some amazing PVs in January. So good job, everybody. Okay, so now I want to get to events. Let's see. Tomorrow night, Miss Teresa Lee, which is on the call. Teresa, wave at everybody. Everybody knows who Teresa Lee is. She's a Rockstar Gold Ambassador on Carrie May's team, who's Carrie's my level 1, so at least Teresa's my level 2. She's going to be doing an event at the Green Onion with her new ambassador, Sandra. Green Onion is in Norfolk, and that's an opportunity event. For those of you guys that are new or maybe never been to an opportunity event, it is simply a gathering where we invite people that are interested in learning more about Plexus to come hang out. Like, we are no pressure. We don't want people to spend money. We don't want to be, it's really kind of let's get together. Let's share what Plexus is doing in our lives, some great testimonials, question and answer about products, and that's it. So those are great it's open to everybody on our team to attend. We always usually open them up to other teams. We have a one Plexus mentality and philosophy at Plexus. We help each other no matter where you are around the country, whatever team you're on, people are always welcome. So that's a good place for ambassadors to go, and also to bring your friends. Anybody that you know, maybe a coworker, a family member who's ever been interested in Plexus, you bring them to these events. And I can tell you that when people get to events, it just light bulbs go off. They're like, really? They start hearing wonderful testimonies and stories, and they get excited about Plexus. And so utilize these opportunity events that people are planning to bring your potentials. Okay, so this Saturday, many of you guys know, is the corporate hosts basically a big training across the country called Super Saturday. And as far as I know, we have people going to Philadelphia, Raleigh, and Orlando from our team, which if you guys are new to the team, you don't know, we have about 1,500 people on our team. We're based here in Virginia mostly because that's where it's, you know, like my team, downline peoples, but we're all over the East Coast and of course all over the country too, because social media, you don't stay in one place. But we have a really strong team in Virginia, North Carolina. We've got a really good team down in Florida and all up and down the East Coast. Maryland's really starting to boom. Kimberly, yay, yay Maryland. So if anybody else is going anywhere that I missed, kind of send me a chat because I'm really interested to know if there's any other places that in the pink will be represented. Okay, also on your calendar, put on your calendar January the 21st, which is a Saturday, we are going to have a delayed Christmas New Year's party. We did not do one for our team in December, so we're going to do one in January. Right now I'm looking at Pasha Messe in downtown Norfolk. They have a really great coffee house kind of venue. It'll be just kind of show up with you, your spouse, significant other. You don't have to bring a spouse, but we always welcome family, spouse, not children, not for this event. Not that I don't love children, but we have other events for kids kids are invited. So it'll be kind of, you know, just, I think we'll buy dinner, but it kind of depends on how many people. If we have a lot, like 50 people, then we'll have to do more of a buffet style and I'll get all the pricing and stuff straight on that. So I'll be looking for RSVPs in the next few days about that. And then kind of looking ahead on the weekend of March 10th and 11th, put that on your calendar. We're going to do a really big training weekend. Like we do the big regional trainings where we get the guest speakers to come in. We're doing a big opportunity event on Friday night and then an all-day training on Saturday. So that'll be a great event to look forward to. And if history proves itself correct, January and February are huge months for our team, so we'll have a lot of new ambassadors. So we'll have a lot of new people to really get to that event and get trained and excited about the future. So that's what I wanted. Let's see, was there anything else I needed to tell you? Oh, also on these Tuesday team calls, we're going to have different leadership teams sort of hosting the call. So like tonight, Missy Sacken, Team Sacken is the host team and Channing is the presenter. So for the next like 2 months, you're going to be seeing that happen. So next week, it's going to be Michelle Enderson's team. Michelle Enderson is a senior gold ambassador on our team. So they will have whatever their topic is. But I'm also going to log on at 8:30 before the actual 9 o'clock meeting time to do a new ambassador training. So I'll just kind of go through a 30-minute brand new ambassadors join me, and I'll just kind of hit some bullet points and maybe hopefully have a little bit of time for hopefully question and answers. I mean, 30 minutes obviously isn't enough time to fully train anybody, but I think it'll be a good, just real quick thing. So I'll advertise that, but you guys can start thinking about maybe new ambassadors that might appreciate a little bit of extra new ambassador training. That was all I had. So Miss Channing, and I did that in 10 minutes. So I'm going to let you unmute. Do you know how to unmute, Channing? Because I can do it for you. There you go. So just introduce yourself and Tana, take it away.
Oh boy. All right, here we go. Here I'm getting into my teacher mode, and excuse the crud that's going on. I guess everybody's gotten it. Hi, I am Channing Rineer. I am a silver ambassador. I also am a personal trainer and was a nutrition coach. I've done personal training since I can remember. I guess I started when I was 15 at Bayside High School in Virginia Beach as an athletic trainer, and I was always interested in sports and medicine and all that. I went to James Madison University for my degree in exercise science kinesiology with a minor in physical therapy. I moved out to California. I worked at some high-end gyms like Equinox as personal training manager there. Worked alongside The Rock and the Kardashians and you name it, Alec Baldwin, Keenan Wayans, you name it. So I had a lot of experience out there. We had a lot of physiology lessons. So I've kept up a lot with it. Came back to Virginia in 2010 and started my master's in exercise science there. And I decided, well, I don't really want to be in a lab. So I didn't want to be a lab rat. So I continued training. And throughout the course of personal training, you get solicited to try different things, try different supplements. This one's the best. This one's post-recovery. This one's a fat burner. I've tried it all. And believe me, all of it, from Hydroxycut to Redline, which made my heart almost feel like it was going to burst. So what I have stumbled on, thanks to Missy, was Plexus. And a year ago, in 2 months, actually 2 years ago, February, I quit training altogether. I said, no, I'm not going to do this anymore. People are flaky. People are not understanding. They don't want my knowledge. I have all this information up here, and they don't want it. Like, why wouldn't you want it? I'm giving you what you're asking. So what I found out after a year of taking off training and kind of doing some self-searching, having some highs and some lows, is my boss now, his name is Ken Williams. He runs Body by Ken boot camp for women out of Norfolk, Newport News, and we sometimes do one at Mount Trashmore. He came to me and he said, Channing, I've known you for a long time. He said, come work for me. I said, okay, fine, I'll see what you got. Anyway, I started training these women, and I realized the problem wasn't my clients. They weren't the people. It was me. The issue was I didn't have enough confidence in what I was doing to get people. I was too focused on myself. And so that kind of inspired me to get part of this boot camp, and I've been training. I just got done at 8 o'clock. So I teach a lot of people a lot of things, and I found within the last couple of months of really doing Plexus that people crave knowledge. They crave your expertise. And they have a funny, like, kind of joke for me that they're like, Channing, don't use those big words. Stop using those big words. So if I mention like a muscle, which to me is like, oh, that's the sartorius. Yeah, that's just a muscle. They're like, Channing, that's too big of a word. So I won't bore you guys with the big words tonight. That's why I made my notes of the simple words here. So it's going to be really, really simple. Simple to me is not necessarily simple to everybody, so I apologize if it gets too sciencey, but that's what we're here to do, is really take our knowledge to the next level. We have focused so much on gut health that we are not catering. I feel like I stopped catering to people and their weight loss and their workout solutions. We have this fantastic Plexus 96. A lot of the times you go over product information, and that one ends up being at the end of our product information when we talk about, you know, what it does and how it helps. Well, Plexus 96 is one of the best proteins I have ever seen anywhere, hands down. There is Life ID and they're okay, but they're almost too much protein. And you can have too much protein, and that's what I want to talk about tonight, is getting just enough to help with post-workout recovery, just enough that you are getting exactly what you need without the extra calories. So we'll start here. Okay, first of all, I want to ask everybody if they know, you can raise your hands or you can chat in, this is a really, really simple question, but a lot of people don't know the answer. How does fat leave your body? So does anybody know? You can type your answer on the right. How does fat actually leave your body? Nobody? Oh my goodness. There we go. Everybody take a nice deep breath in and exhale. You just had fat leaving your body. And here's why. Exhaling, sweat, and urine are the way that fat leaves your body. So the important thing about exhaling is that oxygen goes in, it combines with the triglyceride molecule, this carbon comes off the triglyceride, combines with the O2, and leaves your body as CO2. So every time you're working out and exercising, your exhaling is fat leaving your body, literally leaving your body. So interesting enough, okay? So that's your first little kind of tidbit of advice, and that's how all this plays together, is we are really focusing on burning fat, burning fat, burning fat. But you have to remember that you're not always burning fat during your workout. You're burning fat just sitting here right now. And that's due to making sure that you have lean muscle mass. A lot of us really just want the extra calorie burn during our workout, but we're forgetting about post-recovery. We're forgetting about the fact that protein plays a huge part in recovering so that our muscles aren't using sugar to repair themselves, they're using protein to repair themselves. So we're trying to change up what's called the transition. So I'm going to show you guys a little graphic real quick. This is the graphic that I have that I couldn't, muscle physiology. And what I like about this graphic more than anything, okay, now how do I do share screen? Right here? There we go. Oh, that looks like you. There we go. Okay. You guys see this?
Yay! Yes. Good job.
Yay!
Yay!
Bring a little bit of science into it. Here we go. Very, very simple. So it's not simple. I say that, but it's really not simple. All right. So this blue thing at the top, this is going to be your axon. Okay. So this is a muscle cell right here. We're looking at the smallest part of a muscle cell right here. You have the axon. And what happens is your brain is telling your muscles to move. Okay. Even just this requires a lot of what's called ATP. What happens is you're sending signals to the sodium channels. They release sodium onto your muscle. The sodium goes into the sarcoplasmic reticulum. It releases calcium off the sarcoplasmic reticulum. It hits the ATP off of actin. It cross bridges with the myosin. It pulls it together, and that's how you get, hold on, I'm going to do my actin-myosin cross bridging. That's how you get a muscle contraction, okay? So the important players in this are sodium and calcium, all right? What we forget is that calcium is so much more important than just for your bones. That's why I did that post yesterday about what's your favorite type of calcium. Now, calcium is a big player in making sure that your body actually recovers and rests after a workout. So you got to make sure you're getting enough calcium. So we'll relate back. What do you think the best, how do I unshare screen? Sorry. Unshare, stop share. There we go. Back on it. Okay. So what do you guys think is the best way to absorb calcium in your body? Anybody? Anybody?
Vitamin C.
Vitamin C. So we've got our BioCleanse, right? We've got our BioCleanse with vitamin C. We also have our X factor. So when you are prescribing somebody a regimen, make sure they understand that a multivitamin is key in recovering from a workout. So that you can absorb the minerals and nutrients from your food. Calcium is actually what they call the protein bodyguards. So while you're at rest, while your body is trying to recover from workouts, you need ATP, which is adenosine triphosphate. This is an energy molecule. And you need calcium. These they contain chemical energy to stop muscle contractions. So a lot of people don't understand that even at rest, you really want your muscles to truly, truly rest. And this is during working or during sleeping as well. And how much fat do you burn while you sleep? Does anybody know? This is a good one. You'll love this one. So you are burning 100% fat while you sleep. Yay! So we like to hear that, and that's why we're very interested in getting people to sleep better. Okay, so what do we do for better sleep in our regimens? Does anybody have the answer? What is it, Dawn?
Probio.
Probio Mega X.
Mega X, okay? So we have this sleep regimen. So that's what you're going to prescribe to. Okay, so I can't really say prescribe because that's outside of the scope of practice unless you're a registered dietitian. You are going to suggest better sleep to your, I'm going to say clients. For all
Can I interrupt you? I don't mean to interrupt.
Yeah.
This is really, really good. So for calcium, where do we get calcium from?
Food sources.
Huh?
Food sources. So I wrote a list of food sources. We've got other than dairy, and I'm not going to knock dairy too much because some people do okay with it. I just know for me it's inflammatory. I know a lot of people cannot tolerate dairy, so we try to pick the better food sources that's not dairy. I like to go with spinach, figs, almonds, kale, tofu, broccoli. There are tons of ways you can get calcium in your diet that is going to be better absorbed when you are taking X Factor. So you don't have to eat as much when you can better absorb these things with the aloe vera that we have in our X Factor. That's a good thing to tell your clients is you don't have to eat as much food now because you're going to absorb it better. So there you go with the X Factor. I always take it in the morning because I know during the day I'm going to eat and I'm going to be able to absorb my food better. At night, you want to tell your clients you're going to get better sleep, and when you sleep, you burn 100% fat. And the reason for this is when you do a muscle contraction, you use carbohydrates. If you're not moving at night, you're just using fat to stay alive, basically. Okay, so this is very basic. It could get really, really sciencey, but I'm going to keep it basic for you guys. So muscle fibers are contracting to turn potential energy into mechanical energy. And this is really important for hi, sweetheart. It's my dog. This is really, really important for basically understanding that what goes in your body is going to be used up in a workout. So all the glycogen, all the sugar that goes into your body, and sugar in good forms, goes in your body and is used during a workout. You want your body to recover using protein. When you start using protein for a workout and not necessarily glucose or energy, you'll get an ammonia smell, and this is part of the whole molecules breaking apart. Post-workout, I always suggest to people about 15 to 20 grams of protein post-workout. And this is because it's readily absorbed because your body is more insulin sensitive after a workout. Your muscles crave sugars and carbohydrates and those sorts of things. But what you need to get into your body within the first 30 minutes after a workout is 15 to 20 grams of protein. And that's perfect because Plexus 96 is 15 grams of protein. It's fantastic. The other part of working out is lactic acid buildup in your body. So you guys have all felt the burn, right? When your muscles are working really, really hard, you feel this burning sensation. Some of that is lactic acid buildup. There's about 3 ways that lactic acid leaves your body. One is by, sweating and urination and all of that. But the other one is through your heart. We try to stress heart health as much as possible with Plexus. So gut health is really good and heart health is really good. Your heart actually uses lactic acid from your workout to decrease your blood pressure. So in the simplest terms, your working out is great for your heart, but your heart needs to be able to convert that lactic acid back into energy for your heart to pump better. What else where was I going with that? So what we do for that is suggest the Mega X for heart health and your Slim for heart health. And we all know, what's in Slim. It's been kind of like talked about and talked about and talked about. Slim is fantastic for pre-workout as well. So if you're going to suggest to your clients a couple different things, you can make sure they are taking the X Factor in the morning for post-workout recovery. You're taking your Omega and your ProBio so you sleep better. You're taking your protein right after your workout, and you're also taking your Mega X for your heart health. You can actually take Slim right before your workout. And that's something I wanted to mention. If people don't feel like they have the energy to get through a workout at the end of the day, you can actually take Slim. So that's always a good thing. So we're going to move on a little bit. The other important thing about working out and exercise is that it puts a lot of stress on your body. There's a lot of oxidative stress that happens, and I'm going to show you guys what happens during a muscle contraction. So when you contract a muscle, I'm going to use my bicep. Look at those bulging biceps. All right, hold on. Here we go. When you contract a muscle this way, there's also an eccentric contraction. This is where your muscle, to break those bonds of actin and myosin, your muscle is literally tearing as it comes out with resistance in your hand. So say I had a weight in my hand, I'm contracting, yay, that feels really good. Well, the delayed onset muscle soreness that you feel 24 to 36 hours later is literal micro tears in the sarcoplasm or sarcomeres, okay? So these are micro tears. And the only way they're going to repair themselves is through amino acids. All protein has the 9 essential amino acids that you cannot get from food, or I mean you cannot make in your body. Okay, so 9 essential amino acids, and I could name them, but I'll keep it short, are histidine, isoleucine, leucine, lysine, methionine, phenylalanine, threonine, tryptophan, and valine. Okay, these are 9 essential amino acids that you cannot make within your body to repair your body. So that's why you have to get it from a food source. You have to have it readily available, and it has to be absorbed properly. And that's why Plexus 96 is so important for post-recovery. So I'm going to move on to magnesium. Okay, this is one of my favorites. Magnesium is known as the chill pill. Okay, so we call magnesium the chill pill. This is great. It's in your BioCleanse. There is 300. What do we have in our BioCleanse? The magnesium. Where is it? Oh gosh. 380 milligrams. So, anybody have BioCleanse on them? All right. So I think I wrote down here 380 milligrams of magnesium in BioCleanse. And this is great because it brings down cortisol levels. When you're working out, your cortisol is up for about 42 minutes of a workout. And that's peak performance. That's why they say working out for about an hour, because 42 minutes of that is peak cortisol. What happens with magnesium is it takes cortisone, and then cortisone turns into cortisol while you're working out, and then it needs to be converted back to cortisone, which is your resting state of cortisol. So magnesium is the catalyst for this cortisol to turn back into cortisone, bring down your cortisol levels, and help you sleep better. Okay, so magnesium, the BioCleanse is fantastic for that. I actually take BioCleanse post-workout as well. That's something you can suggest to people, is taking magnesium. I would also suggest another magnesium supplement if that one's not enough. So you can take BioCleanse post-workout, and that helps. Don't take too much, because working out causes things to move in your system. So I don't want everybody running to the bathroom after their workouts, but you can take some BioCleanse, and it's fantastic because it also has vitamin C. And vitamin C is incredibly important for tissue repair, collagen synthesis, cancer prevention, and it has a low toxicity level. So you really can't take too much vitamin C. It also is water soluble, so if you take too much, it comes out in your urine. So that is kind of my synopsis for, that is right, 380 milligrams. I'm looking at the chat. Oh, Michelle, take 1 Mega X at bed and one during today. Oh, go ahead, Science Nerd. I actually take 2 Mega X at bedtime, but you can really take Mega X during the day. It won't hurt your workouts. It'll be more heart healthy during the day. So some people find Mega helps them sleep better. Some people find that it helps them just kind of get through their day, that extra little boost. So, all right, so I'm going to open up the floor to some questions. If I don't have the answer, I'll research it and get it back to you. Try to keep it as simple as possible. What did I do, 20 minutes? Is that 20 minutes? Woohoo! All right.
Yeah, that was awesome. Man, I took 2 pages of notes in 20 minutes.
Did you?
I did. That was good.
All right.
Hey, Channing.
Yeah.
This is your other science geek talking to you.
What up, Michelle?
How many Mega X are you taking a day? Just the 2? Are you doing 2 working out and 2 at bed?
I just do 2 at bedtime.
Okay.
I do. I'd like to take more, but I haven't done enough research to know how that affects, like if you can take too much.
And the BioCleanse, you do those at night or in the morning or after you work out?
I do them all during the day.
Like all separate, 1 apiece?
I am up to, it depends. So this also has to do with my cycle. So I've had to play with this for the last 10 months. That's why I didn't really jump on Plexus as like selling it, because I wanted to incorporate it into my training. And I take BioCleanse in the morning, I take it in the afternoon, and I take it post-workout. So 1 to 2 BioCleanse. Yeah.
Okay.
That's what I do for myself. You've really got to play around with it.
Okay, this is your non-science friend.
Come on, Dirty.
She's my 10-year-old's over here saying, I know the answer to that. And I'm like, you are not going to outshine me on this card, girl. Get over here.
That's because she has good teachers, good science teachers.
Well, she does. She's just smart. She's like, I learned that in Health Mom. I can answer that. And I said, okay, look it. I'm like, I cannot. And I'm fiercely over here taking notes too, because we go to a Muay Thai studio that we've been going to for over 6 years. And those guys they're serious. They work out when they go to work for a tournament or whatever. I mean, they're wearing oxygen masks, okay? They're no joke. They know exactly how the stuff works with the body, right?
Yeah.
So I've really been trying to
talk about the oxygen masks is why they're stupid. Okay, go ahead.
Well, none of them are stupid, actually. They're pretty smart, but my thing is that they think they know what they're talking about, right?
Yeah.
And so I would love to have you come in at some point and school them up, but that could come with time. So one of the things that I wanted to ask you, because I was writing down too, is do you have this written down anywhere where you have a little chart?
I can.
What your basic recommendation is for somebody who works out, like say a regular workout person versus somebody who's like hardcore, versus like somebody who's just starting?
Yeah, that's what I wanted to work on in the next couple of weeks, is really tailoring a plexus regimen to somebody who's a real workout fanatic versus somebody just starting out. That's a great suggestion. I haven't even started that yet. It's going to be hard for you to do. And the one thing I would say, Channing, don't, because you strike me as a perfectionist, and that's okay. I live with a Navy SEAL. He's like, I'm married to one.
Yeah, me too. Yeah. Well, me too. I've been married to 2 of them now. But anyways, we don't need to go there. But the bottom line is that I understand I can see the wheels are churning. For our purposes, I think, honestly, Channing, because I will never go to somebody and say I'm a physiologist. I will never go to somebody and say I'm a nutritionist. I will never go to somebody and say I've studied any, I can't say that because it's not going to happen right now. But what I would love to be able to say is based on someone who has, and someone that I trust, that I know, who's worked with people X, Y, and Z. This is what, the recommendation is based on that. So I would love that, because as I'm sitting here furiously taking notes, I'm feeling like I'm back in like biology class in 9th grade, and I'm about ready to shoot my next door neighbor because they won't stop bothering me. That would be Olivia in this case, but that was Rich Corson in high school. But anyways, so I did miss some stuff because I never really thought about like using the Mega X as a lactic acid breakdown huskaroo and like the P96 to get the non-essential amino acids needed to break down this. It's just not something that occurs to me.
Right.
I know these products, they really are crazy amazing for this.
And they're applicable to, what's great is they are applicable to exercise freaks. So a lot of people think that plexus can be very basic with getting us back on track for health. Well, it can really increase your performance. So performance enhancement without steroids, without crazy things that can hurt your heart, that can hurt you, So that's why we want to apply plexus to people that we run into in our daily life that are like Muay Thai experts. You're like, actually, this is going to be safer for you than some of these things that come out and are, I've seen a lot of things on the market that have hurt people. I mean, like the Jack 3D or the Jack 3D stuff people were falling all over the place, but it was, a lot of guys, and, like I was saying at the thing, we work on a lot of post-recovery with PTSD and such. And I know Bill Bickel, he was in the teams with my husband too, so.
I have a question. I just typed it, but maybe you didn't see it. What about Boost, Accelerator, Edge? Like, do you have any thoughts on those?
I do. I'm not the biggest fan of Boost. I haven't used it myself, but I've seen what's in it, and I'm a little hesitant on it. I wouldn't suggest it to somebody till I tried it myself. I do love Accelerator though, but I was going to mention that I didn't get around to that too much because we all know they all help. Accelerator has 5-HTP in it, and that's tryptophan. So it's a hydroxytryptophan. So 5-HTP is a great essential amino acid as well. So that's in there. Accelerator is great. It's got vitamin B3, niacin, B12, and it has calcium in it. So it's got a small amount of calcium, but it's great for pre-workout, so you can use that calcium for your muscle contractions.
Okay.
When the Hodges, if you guys follow the Hodges at all, they're the weightlifting people that you see all the time.
Mm-hmm.
She will talk a lot about Boost, like alternating the two as pre-workouts. That's what she does a lot, like in terms of the heavy like fitness person.
Yeah.
Not just the everyday. They alternate it because of the thermogenics of it.
Okay.
So it cuts when they're trying to cut up. They use the Boost.
I'm gonna have to look at. I'm gonna have to look into that.
That's cool.
I've heard that Boost is very. Just from what I hear, I haven't used it yet, and that's pretty much the honesty about it. Is I haven't used it, and I don't suggest anything that I haven't tried. So if anybody has any good things that they've heard about Boost, let me know because I can incorporate that.
I have. I'll get you in touch with one of my guys that's up in Philadelphia who is huge into mixed martial arts, and he one of the things he started out with was a Slim and the Boost, and then he finally added in the other stuff. But he's really into the holistic approach and the building of the muscles the right way and all that good stuff, Channing. So I'll ask him when he has the opportunity to give you a little synopsis.
Okay.
That's a great idea. How about Edge? Have you used that, Channing?
I have. And I used to be, I don't know if you guys knew this, I used to be an addict. So I actually love Edge so much. I actually take it before I teach class, so it keeps me focused. I think Edge is just like Adderall, and I used to have an Adderall problem at one point, and I'm not saying that that's what I need, but I felt that I had the same kind of focus, the same kind of, sometimes I get a little ADHD, especially when I'm stressed out. So I think Edge is fantastic. I haven't seen any side effects for myself with it, and I can use it pre-workout, and it doesn't make me like, you think Edge is going to make you edgy? It's really not. It should be called Focus.
Really just like give you an edge. I think that.
An edge. Yeah.
An
I
extra
really
edge.
love Edge, but I haven't really incorporated that into workout so much as just getting through the rest of your day and preparing yourself to have a little extra energy.
Yeah, I know it was promoted to kind of replace like Monster drinks and things like that. So I just wondered if that was sort of a workout.
It can be, yeah.
I haven't used it.
Yeah, on that athlete's call that I listened to, they talked about using Edge for the same purpose you just said, Channing, like with your workouts, not as a pre, because it in terms of muscles, the caffeine in it also helps with your workout. So that was one that they all incorporated. Like when it was Lauren Wilkerson, the Olympian that everybody posts about, and a triathlete, they use Edge now regularly in their regimen.
Oh, that's nice. That's nice to know. I'll have to do some more looking at that.
Awesome.
Any other questions? I'd like everybody weighing in on them.
Channing, I have one more thing because you talked about insulin and it caught my attention, but of course there was a shiny object. You said something about your body needs to recover by using proteins. Post-workout, 50 to 20 grams of protein because your muscles are insulin what?
Insulin sensitive.
Sensitive. Can you expand on that a bit?
Insulin sensitivity means that you're readily available to convert glucose into energy, and the easy way, in terms of muscle physiology, your muscle is looking to convert glucose into glycogen and storing it to help with basically help them, like they store it as ATP, adenosine triphosphate. So it breaks down even further and further Working out, there's a lot of hormones that happen, so it's a hormonal part of muscle physiology. I may have to write it down for you, because if I explain it right now, we'd go another 10 minutes. So,
well, I think definitely layman's terms would be fantastic. But I think you have a great idea to help us start to reach out to different groups of people who really don't just want this for the weight loss, but literally want to use it to build and maintain their body in a really healthy way. And if we can, as lay people, of course I can't speak for everybody, but for myself as a lay person who will not probably ever get the degree or any knowledge that you have, it's just probably not in my cards. I would like to be able to approach people who are in my circle of friends who really they will challenge me. And I can always say to them, well, I don't know specifically, but I do know that I can get you some information and get back to you. And I'm not going to, hound you to death. But I think maybe something else that you might be able to do is to teach us how we would go about looking for certain things in certain products. So when you're putting together your spreadsheet, if you can just think in your mind, okay, y'all, this is like you were talking tonight, like you need calcium for this, you need vitamin C for this, you need this for this. If you just put that in your little spreadsheet, that would be fantastic. And please don't use up all your energy on us, but that would be really great if you could do that.
It's a nice little cheat sheet, because this time of year, a lot of people are looking at losing weight, but they're going to get to, all that weight loss is gone, and they're going to realize that they don't have the muscle mass they wanted, and you have to work on increasing the muscle mass and decreasing the fat mass at the same time, instead of working on one at a time. One of my little fun facts as well is that you cannot actually add muscle fibers unless you're taking human growth hormone. But once you get to a certain predisposed amount of muscle tissue in your body, you cannot actually add muscle fibers. You can only grow them, okay? So they only get bigger, what's called, they fill in the sarcomeres that we were talking about, the actin and myosin cross-bridging. You can only make them bigger. The other thing about fat cells is that unless you get liposuction, you cannot get rid of fat cells, typically. In the normal human body, you cannot actually get rid of. So all fat cells do is shrink, okay? So all they do is flatten out. So you will always have those fat cells. That's why the vitamin C is so important, because you get that extra skin. A lot of people who lose a lot of fat end up having a lot of skin. And that vitamin C is really important for collagen production to start shrinking down the skin and holding it nice and tight.
I have a quick question while I'm listening to you. Do those things develop when you're children? Like as children are growing and they develop muscle, is that where you kind of get your muscle mass?
Yes. So you are predisposed to a certain amount of muscle, and it's all genetics. Once you get older, you're going to just stop growing at one point. And all you can do is make your muscles get bigger and smaller. You can't actually add on more muscle. So you really do. And that's why actually it's great that kids are starting to take some of these supplements, is just to make sure that they maintain their muscle growth and their hormone balance. A lot of it's a hormonal balance thing. And you can, some things stunt, sugar can stunt children's growth. So you really want to focus on the protein and vegetables with kids. So it can tie into children's nutrition as well.
Interesting.
Yeah.
Cool. Well, I think that was awesome. And you did a really great job making it simple for us to understand. Because it would have been over my head too. And I got it, and I learned. I've been now 3 years. I thought I'd heard it all, and I just learned a lot of new stuff. I think that's so great. I'm so excited. So fun to learn new stuff about our products. So what a great way to start the new year. So I'm going to just kind of close it out. We've been going 45 minutes, and so this is awesome. I'd like to kind of end in prayer, and I think that's a good way to end, especially being the new year and as we're kind of moving forward. But I'm going to be really quick. I will not be long-winded. Promise. All right, guys? So just a quick prayer about the year. So, Lord, we just thank you so much that Channing was able to share with us tonight and give us some new information and I know me personally, just excited again about the products. That's this is just so much fun. So thank you for her blessing us with her knowledge. And as we continue on and we look to the future, Lord, that we would be able to take the knowledge that we glean from people like Channing, that we would take it for ourselves and then be able to share it and pass it on for others to be inspired and excited. So thank you. And let's just, Lord, we just ask that you would bless everyone's business, their homes, their families, and look forward to a great year. Amen.
Amen.
All right. But that wasn't long for me. All right, guys. Awesome. So let's go. A lot of you guys I'm going to get to see on Saturday. Super excited about that. And I'll see you on the team page and next week. Bye. Thank you again, Channing. That was awesome.
Thanks, Dawn.